We in the U.S. are from a country which can create the most ingenious advertisements. Take us through a roller coaster of emotions in a 90-minute film and convince us that we are in need of excessively priced items that otherwise would be completely useless. We are taught to idolize, envy, and to desire to be the famed ones, the celebrities. The same celebrities who are often the most empty, unstable wrecks of people. Cigarettes, unhealthy food, and many other things are brilliantly marketed. This takes us nowhere and is a strong deterrent to our well-being. Game makers have created a $100 billion plus market. Our social media and searches keep track of everything we do online to use it against us in advertisements. Our children are held captive through promotion, told what they should eat, told what they should do, told what they should think. We allow corporations to decide this. They decide by figuring out what is in the best interest of profit. These corporations are more in charge of our children's upbringing than the parents are. All of this is done with some of the most creative talent on the planet. It seems limitless as to what it can do. We can do all these things, brilliant in their design and ability, but we fail to create an educational system which is enjoyable or generally very effective. Why not use this creative genius to enhance a child's education, create useful games, and market a healthy lifestyle? The system we allow now is cruel. It is cruel to not allow someone to live a life approaching their potential and to not teach them how to live a life dedicated to humanity. It is cruel in the name of profit to imprison so many minds through addictive products. It is cruel to us all. When any of us do not approach their potential, we all pay the price. We pay the price for what might have been. What if we were to market, promote the great learners, great thinkers, and those who made great contributions to humanity? What if we emphasized their passions, their learning processes, their habits, and were taught to ask questions as to how they became what they became? I think it would be important to demystify their accomplishments, to teach that such contributions can be done by any of us. These lives would be a template for our pursuits. It would be their processes that would be important. Imagine modeling oneself after someone who is dedicated to humanity, instead of those that we do. The world pays its professional sports coaches as much as $50 million a year to essentially teach grown men how to play a sport. On top of that, advisors and experts can even be paid greater amounts to teach athletes the best mindset possible. The message is clear to our very best teachers. If you are among the very best in teaching, you can earn more in 1 hour teaching an athlete how to think than you can in 2 years of teaching children full-time. Top achievers in various fields, executives, and professional athletes are taught to be in flow, the zone, hyper-focus, or the greatest mindsets for production. I have not heard of this being taken to the teaching profession. Can you imagine what the state of education might be if we put the resources and effort towards education that we do in other activities? This would have to be A societal change in that education would have to be our main focus. If we did this, most children would be thoroughly educated and even beyond the most accomplished students of today. One of the tragedies of teaching in the U.S. is that it is viewed as a second-tiered job. Teachers, then, are not well paid, are underappreciated, and not respected professionally. Why is that? If we change just the respect we have of the teaching profession, we would draw a more talented individual. I understand a lot of teachers drop out, and that teaching creativity is not encouraged. A passion for teaching and for children are probably the most important traits of a teacher. But it seems the education system, and maybe society in general, has little concern of this. We in the public know more about exceptional junior high school football players than a school knows about a teacher they are about to hire. What if teaching were like a sport? Teachers would be evaluated as to their effectiveness while pursuing their education. It is true, sports are easier to declare if someone is skilled or not. This, then, would be something to figure out how. The most successful or highest rated would be given more money. Maybe the best of them would become consultants of teachers. They should be given more options to build these skills. What if we prepared our students like we prepare athletes? We would teach them a diet best for learning and focus, how to prepare for learning, and how to move through any struggles. What if we taught them there are ideal mindsets for every activity that allows you to be most efficient and productive to move through it? As it is, the overall school system, and certainly the lesser funded schools, seem to give it little thought as to how to improve. This needs to be considered not only greater in the local level, but the national level as well. What if you had a PR or public relations firm build a campaign promoting teachers to students? The intention would be to build the image of the teacher in the eyes of the students. There could be a template for this, then adjusted somewhat for an individual teacher. A campaign directed at marketing to students. The reverse could be done as well, attempting to build compassion from the teacher to the students. That is how the teacher could better view various types of students. Thank you so much for watching. Please subscribe and like, as that is how YouTube then sends it on to others. Have an amazing day and see you in the next episode.